The Black Hawk first delivered in 1978 after winning the Army competition. Significant competition at the time, and the Black Hawk won out because of its capability, its survivability, and its force for the Army that's been played out over the last 40 years.
And it's grown throughout those years into quite a formidable aircraft?
Yeah, so it started out as the UH-60A model, and it's transitioned to the L model and now to the M model. Over the years, its capability that shined originally in the performance of the aircraft, the survivability and the capability and the utility of the aircraft has grown with increased rotor performance, engine performance, survivability, avionics, and just full-out capability.
Is now a fully digital aircraft?
It is, yes. Yep, fully digital cockpit.
So maybe I could add as well, Chris and I have talked about this in the past. The Black Hawk silhouette looks the same as it did when it won the competition as the UTAS aircraft, but almost every inch of the aircraft has been touched and modernized over the last 40 years, and certainly we look forward to supporting that aircraft and continuing modernization efforts over the next 50 years of the Black Hawk's life.
Could you tell us something about the future of the Black Hawk?
Well, sure. Certainly, autonomy is at the forefront of all applications, and we expect to see autonomy applications put into the Black Hawk going forward as well. We're actually working on autonomous research in our commercial space with an S-76 helicopter that we affectionately call Sarah, using our Matrix technology, but we're porting that technology as well into our optionally piloted Black Hawk vehicle. That's an H-60A that we're currently modifying right now with our Matrix system, and looking forward to flying that aircraft autonomously as well.
Does that mean an unmanned aircraft?
It can mean an unmanned aircraft. We like to think about it as optimally piloted, right? In essence, maybe like a 2-1-0 cruise switch. Really what we want to do is we want to take some of the controls, some of the work, some of the pilot load off of the pilot in some of the high-stress environments and allow that pilot to focus on the total mission while the aircraft performs the complex maneuvers of keeping the aircraft airborne.
And the S-97 program?
Yeah, the S-97 Raider program is moving along in the development cycle. The future of the Black Hawk actually plays out as the test bed for a lot of that capability and modernization. So as we grow the Black Hawk and we keep that platform relevant for the next 50 years that the Army wants to operate in, as the S-97 comes online and the future vertical lift programs come online, the Black Hawk will continue to be the workhorse for the Army over the next 50 years.
And can you see the cockpit changing into an all-glass cockpit?
Well, I would say yes. You know, just like other avionics upgrades that you see in the last 40 years with respect to the Black Hawk helicopter, we would expect that we'd go to an all-glass cockpit at some point in the future. We're actually developing an all-glass cockpit at our Mission Systems business in Owego, New York, and that holds quite a bit of promise for the future Black Hawk modernization programs, and certainly as well as future vertical lift.
And the Black Hawk will still be a land-based aircraft, sea-based, and combat SAR?
Well, I think actually, sir, you just referenced what has made the Black Hawk such a formidable aircraft, which is its multi-mission capability. I've had the chance to be at Sikorsky for about 13 years. It's been a rare occurrence for me in my travels and in my conversations with folks for somebody not to recognize the name Black Hawk, and that's been regardless of where I've traveled throughout the world. And so this aircraft that the folks at Sikorsky designed, developed, and manufactured 40 years ago, and have put so much sweat equity into modernizing this aircraft in the last 40 years, has really made a difference no matter where you are in the world. It's operated in about 30 countries, and I can tell you again, during my travels, the impact that the Black Hawk has had in those 30 countries has been amazing.
And there's a lot more life in the old bird yet?
I fully expect that the aircraft will be around for at least the balance of my lifetime and probably beyond.
Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed.